Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. Some time ago, when Wike purchased the nomination form of PDP, a particular prophet came up to tell him that he was going to lose the PDP primaries. He shouldn't waste his money. Instead, he should keep it to fight those who will come after him after he leaves office. It seems the entirety of Nigeria were receiving, the personality of Wike, but shockingly, at the end of the day, Wike lost out to Atiku. Right now, that same prophet has spoken again. And this time around, he is sending a strong warning to Governor Nyesom Wike that he is going to lose the entirety of Rivers State. This is really, really serious. We're going to give you full details of his prophecy and also the standpoint of Nigerians in these regards. But before we continue, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please do well. Hit on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. The leader of INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elijah Ayodele, on Friday warned Governor of Rivers State Nyesom Wike on the choice of his successor, Siminia Lalayi Fubara. Primate Ayodele said Wike and Fubara would lose Rivers State except God intervened. Fubara had emerged as the People Democratic Party (PDP) governorship candidate after the primaries. However, Premier Ayodele revealed that Wike is on his way to losing the state because the chances of PDP in the state are very slim. Premier Ayodele noted that the governor still has a chance to readjust because Fubara will not give him victory in the elections. According to him, he said only God can help Governor Nyesom Wike not to lose Rivers State with his candidate Fubara. His candidate will not also get popular vote if K isn't taken, except if Wike retraces his step. The chances of PDP are very slim in Rivers State. Only God can help him, and except God changes it, it will be very tough for PDP. If he doesn't re-strategize, his candidate will lose the election. He can still readjust because it's too late, or this candidate will not give him victory except God helps him. He noted that the candidate will make Wike lose his political pedigree in the state and that he would run into severe political crisis except he quickly retraces his step. The man of God also revealed that the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC) will be after the governor after his tenure. Wike should have a rethink on the governorship election in Rivers State. Fubara candidate will make them rubbish him. He will make him run into crisis and lose his political pedigree. There is danger ahead of Wike. I see that EFCC would chase Nyesom Wike after his tenure. Those were the words of the prophet. And Nigerians have comment on it because this was the same prophet who prophesied about him losing his election. Now, the big question one will want to ask, who is this Fubara? Don't forget that this issue of PDP candidacy came up and most people were rooting for Dagogo, who is a House of Representative member. But unfortunately, because of issues here and there, the man was arrested and imprisoned. I don't know if his case has been solved. And because of the case, unfortunately, the man couldn't appear before the governorship primary screening. And I feel that he was also screened out because of that. But right now, another person has taken over that position, despite the fact that the Ijaw, organization had to come in and they were trying to talk Wike out of keeping the man in prison and seeking for him to apologize. Wike lambasted them and said a lot of things. But right now, with the way things are going, he has lost some level of respect nationally. But I don't think state-wise he has lost it. Now he's still having some respect from the state stakeholders. But no one can tell what will happen before now because with what the prophet has said, one needs to be very, very careful. If not, it's going to be very hard with him if APC will carry the day at the end of the governorship election. Don't forget that this same weekend we are talking about, I would say secretly have so many enemies. Most of the governors seem not to be comfortable with the way he speaks, and there was a time they came out with a strong accusation against him that he was behind all those who left PDP and all of that. That I cannot tell, but what I know that it was as at that time he was talking, talking about those who are traitors, those who have not done so well for PDP and all of that. But from all indication, based on the information he passed out to Nigerians about the issue of backstabbing and traitors among the southern governors, it's a proof that he is not fully loved by all and sundry, especially when it comes to the issue of leadership. And unfortunately, if he doesn't have the level of love expected of him from his own people and from South, no one can deny the fact that EFCC will not come after him. Don't forget that there was a popular report that he had spent as much as 30 billion naira during the PDP presidential primaries. There was a time, there was a video that was trending then where several buses were just passing, and all of them have the emblem of, Governor Wike on it. And people were just wondering, how much money does this man have to purchase all these new buses? All of that, people are writing it down for him. And there are other cases also which are currently hanging. Some people may be keeping those documents intact so that when the set time comes, when the EFCC will start running after him, they will use that to tackle him. And I feel that it will be worst if he is no more in control of the state. It will be very terrible because every mistake that he has made, every form of misappropriation here and there that had appeared during his administration will be made public, and EFCC will not stop at anything to fight him. Don't forget that he is a very key member of PDP, and a lot of people have so much, fear for him. Why? Because he's still governor. By the time he leaves office, it will be quite difficult for him. I think that is why this man very early is calling out that this Fubara guy that you are going to be presenting, you need to have everything and see how you can correct things now before it gets worse. All right, let's see what Nigerians have to say about this particular prophecy, which for me, it's actually against Governor Nyesom Wike. Someone here says, we are really waiting for such time when this governor will be humble once and for all. He talks as an autocratic leader, no respect for anyone. He tramples on people's fundamental human right. We pray for such time to come. Another person here says, Oga, for the fact that your prophecy had come to pass when he went for presidential does not mean it will come to pass now. All he needs to do is to re-strategize, put good structures on ground so that he will carry the day. There is nothing that is impossible in Nigerian political system when money is involved. Another person here says, sure, Wike will have to face the wrath of the EFCC. This one does not require any form of prophecy. What will help him is if at the end of the day, someone he loves become the president of Nigeria. I feel as at that time he will be shielded a little more. Another person here says Wike is ever ready for anything. He has tasted the glory part of ruling the River State. It's time for him to test the other part. All right, so many people have commented, but I'd like to leave it there. Go to our comment section. Let's interact. What's your position on the prophecy of this?